adventure begins now.
Look! Travelers of Narnia, I am your guide.
You are most beautiful.
If it is a distraction for you, I can change form.
No.
Yeah, I'm rolling my eyes exactly like Lucy. At the same time, I'm like, Christ, this is just... Okay, then there's this shot of Romando just rolling out his map. Then there's the White Witch standing over Caspian while he sleeps. And I'm like, what? I thought she had only one scene. I don't like it when they bring the White Witch back. I don't know how, maybe this is just a dream sequence or something. I don't know, I don't like it. That's all. We'll see how it turns out, but right now, I'm not fond of it.
Something far more powerful than a witch.
Something far more powerful than a witch. I like that line, because that actually means that the White Witch isn't the one who is using the Dark Island to come back. So the White Witch isn't actually the main villain. It's more like they send into the Dark Island, and then the Dark Island takes the shape of the White Witch, sort of, you know, to scare them, and that's how the White Witch comes into play. Don't like it, it's still terribly cheesy, and just because she just won an Oscar, but still, yeah, it's better. I mean, she's not the main villain, so it's at least that's some good news. Yeah.
Steal the light from the...
And then his lines are so cliche. To steal the light from this world. It's like... I don't want to hear anything like that in this film. I mean, this film should be original. And they're using the most cliche words in one sentence. I've never heard anything more cliche than this. And they're just doing it all over again, and I hate it. So yeah, this scene, the lighting is really cool, and again, the cinematography seems great, but the writing is so terrible.
This world.
How do we stop it?
That sword you carry must be laid at Aslan's table. Only then can their true power be released.
Okay, so this is the new subplot they added, and I'm not gonna go in depth right now, because it will take me again half an hour, because I'll just get all emotional and start rambling, and I'll do that in another video, because this is the trailer analysis. But you know, this new subplot, it seems like it's dominating the entire film, and I hate it.
You are all about to be tested.
Right into the sky, the swords, I hate it. It beams right into it. Don't like it. No. The shot of Darth Vader sailing into the Dark Island looks really cool and nice shot. Love it.
Come on.
Okay, the effects of the Dark Island look way better too. It looks actually, while the mist is still really light, the actual surrounding mist surrounding the Darth Vader look actually way darker. So that at least that it looks cooler, I think.
I can make you my king, and much more. My king.
Now, it seems here that Edmund is actually succumbing to the calling of the White Witch, but I don't think that's the case. I don't know how. There was something in the comments of some article or something a couple of weeks ago where it was stated that that's not how it was. Someone had seen the actual clip or something. I'm not sure how I actually know this, but I'm quite sure that Edmund doesn't succumb, and it's just edited in the trailer like that.
Onward to our destiny!
And then that's the shot of Reef Chief I've always wanted, and we got it. It's great. They actually, I mean, they took that shot. It's such an iconic picture of just Reef Chief standing on the prow and just gazing east, and now they just did it. I would prefer it with a sunset in the background, but still, I'm really happy that it's in there, and it looks really cool, and I'm extremely. Thank you, Michael Apted. That's the thing we wanted to see. Thank you so much.
What do you think is in there?
Thanks.
This island looks amazing. I'm not sure which island this actually is, but it looks fantastic. I mean, it's wow. I mean, the waterfalls, and it looks just. I can't wait to see this in high definition when I buy the film on Blu-ray. I mean, I can't wait to see this in high definition. Like so many other shots, this looks, again, amazing.
You can barely imagine.
The fate of Narnia depends on you.
And there's the first shot we get of Dragon Eustace, and yeah, I think Dragon Eustace looks great. I mean, I do have a feeling that his front legs are too long somehow. I mean, it doesn't really look completely natural in some shots, but I'm not sure about that, because in other shots it does look natural. But all in all, it's this really typical shot of a dragon. You know, it's this cliche dragon, but it's not really cliche, it's more like a classic dragon, and I love that they used a classic dragon in this movie, because that's exactly how Lewis describes Dragon Eustace. So, the dragon looks cool to me. And then there is the fighting scene in the bell tower. Again, I'm not really fond of how they changed the whole, you know, where in the book they conquer the Lone Islands without fighting, and now they do it with fighting. But still, the action scene could be pretty interesting with them, you know, just entering this huge tower somehow with all these bells, and there's no one there. And then, you know, they're like, where is everybody? And then suddenly all these guys appear above their heads and just come climbing down from these ropes, and they're completely surrounded. That could be quite a cool action scene. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this turns out, although I'm not fond of it really, because it's not like this in the book. But still, it could be quite a cool scene. And there's Eustace again, flying over probably Dragon Island. And then there is the sea serpent, and man, it looks scary. It's more like a worm somehow, and yeah, it's really scary. It's not at all like I imagined. I more imagined it like a serpent instead of this slimy monster. But still, I love the design. Again, it looks very original one and very scary too. So I think this looks really cool. I'm really fond of the sea serpent. It is really big. I mean, if you compare it with Dragon Eustace looks like a tiny little dragon compared to this huge sea serpent. So yeah, it's really it's bigger than I imagined. It's scarier than I imagined, but it's good. And then there's Eustace flying over the Dawn Treader and, you know, putting his legs into the sea, and it looks cool. Cool shot. This could be cool in 3D, and it works in. That's cool, because this shot really, it does work in 2D, but it's even more cool in 3D. So I'm really looking forward to seeing it in 3D.
The Chronicles of Narnia, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader. Directed by Michael Apted, this December in digital 3D.